YouTube, Down to Bricks here. Welcome to my latest custom build Dubs Diner. Now of course this is built from the fantastic creator expert Downtown Diner Modular set 10260. To build this custom designer I did use 2 sets and it's built over 2 32 by 32 base plates. Now I did see a picture of something similar to this, I think it was on Instagram when the Downtown Diner first came out. What I love about this idea is it is an expansion, but it's really a stripped back version. Now it's not that I didn't like what Lego did with the upper floors, I do think they're great, but I really do think this design here is going to fit well into my city. Okay, starting out the front here, I did build 2 of the vehicles that came with the Downtown Diner. So I did do one in pink and one in black. So I did have an extra set of those flame printed doors. And I think that's come out really cool. And onto the front of the diner itself. So I have changed up the pattern on the footpath a little bit, more to fit in with the city. And one of the ideas I really loved about this was putting the vehicle on top of the diner. So here we have the Model A Ford, the hot rod from one of the Speed Champion sets. Always really love this car. So I actually changed up some of the colors and of course put some chrome on it. Now the other thing I wasn't going to do is actually put any other words on top, but someone did suggest to me to call it Dub's Diner. I can't remember who that is, so sorry about that, but I thought that was a pretty cool idea and I just had a bit of a play around and managed to come up with a pretty good, I think it's pretty good anyway, pretty good lettering there for Dub's Diner. And it kind of suits going into Dub City. Now the other thing, we're probably not going to quite see it there, but it's actually open down into the diner. So it's kind of like, this is just like a big skylight. I really do like that feature of the Downtown Diner. So one of the other major things here was stripping out the stairs. So that was one of the tricky things, just to get that all stripped out. And of course just having a single door. So if we go in here, we can see just by putting this single door in that has opened up these panels. So I managed to get in an extra 6 wide panel on either side to really open that up. That was one of the features that really struck me with this Downtown Diner, was the design of the front of these windows. And I think that's come out pretty fantastic. One of the other things I really wanted to do with this build was have this awning wrap right around the whole front, the side and around to the back. So we can see here we've got a bit of a sunken roof there, and then it comes up to our main roof. It's all nicely tiled. And now just taking a look around the side here. So I did use these poles here just to hold the awning up, just like they did in the set. And as we come around, I did want to have a back entrance into the diner. So that's the way you can make your way into the diner from the street side when it goes into the city. And the back's quite plain. I left that untiled. And just having a look up onto the roof here. So I did do this section here all in white. And just to have a look on how that car is actually sitting there. So it's using a hinge and a turntable piece to get the angle. And onto the kitchen side, there is a door into the kitchen. And I had to have one of the gumball machines outside as well. one of the things I really had a lot of fun with was filling out the interior. So let's go in and check that out. And just so the Ford doesn't go flying, I'm just gonna take him off. And this panel all lifts off. I'll just give it a little wiggle. That will all come off as one piece. And there you can see that it is a skylight all the way up. As with all modern modulars, Lego does such a fantastic job with the interiors, and the downtown diner is no exception. So I didn't really have to change too much here. What I do love about this layout is how much space we have. So there's a lot of room here for the waitresses to be rollerblading around, roller skating around I should say. And if we have a look here, of course we have our kitchen area and our countertop. Now I did expand the countertop, so made it a lot longer, and the coffee machine made it over here. It's a double coffee machine now, and we have some cool things hanging on the wall. There's a couple of booths there to get your meals. Of course, we had to have the jukebox. It was one of the things I would have liked to call this actually the rock and roll diner. I think that would have been cool. And if we look down there, I did put a little bench there as well, just for some extra seating. And we do have another gumball machine inside as well. And there is our back entrance. All in all, I think the interior really does look good. Now, one of the questions I get asked a lot with a custom build like this is, did you only use pieces from the sets that you bought? Now, to answer that, it's mainly yes. I did use a handful of parts out of my own kit, but you can pretty much get away with just using 2 sets, depending of course what writing you want to do. If you want to do another lettering like Dubs, I only had to get a couple extra pieces to finish that off. And the only other thing I did use a lot of was tiles, just to tile it all off, the roof and the footpath. So I did use my own tiles for that. Now, of course, only being a single floor, I did have a heap of pieces left over. So as you can see here, I've got a stack of parts that are going to be parted out into my kitty. But I was thinking about doing another modular type build with those pieces, but I've decided I'm just going to hold off on that and probably just use some of these pieces for other projects. And while I'm talking about pieces, I just want to give a quick shout out to Haytan Bricks. Thanks a lot, mate. He's got a fantastic bricklink store, so go and check it out. I want to give him a shout out because he went out of his way to rush some pieces to me so I could get this video out for you guys this weekend. So that's it for this video, but stay tuned for a city update or a city works type video where I build this into Dub City. So I'll have that coming very soon. And if you enjoyed this build, if you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up. That would be fantastic. And if you haven't already done it, hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell. And don't forget, if you're looking to do any shopping from the US Amazon site, please use my affiliated link in the description. I would really appreciate that. I really hope you have enjoyed this video, and as usual, I really appreciate you taking the time to watch, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.